Please welcome onto the stage Parth Singh. He's the Director of Sales, Tricentis. Where are the Tricentis folks? He's going to talk about move fast, deliver with confidence in software quality at speed and scale. A brief intro of Partha. As Director of Sales for Tricentis India, Parth drives digital transformation through automation testing solutions, managing strategic accounts and partnerships with SAP and leading GSIs, with a focus on value creation and impactful results, very important. With over a decade of experience in SaaS, cybersecurity and data center networking with organizations like Infosys, Cisco and Tricentis, he helps his clients overcome complex challenges in their application landscapes. Partha, over to you. You need to be a little fast. Thank you. Yeah, Thanks so much, Partha, and here goes your mic.
So I've been given the same amount of time as a QA gets to test the code. So I'll try and do justice with it. I have exactly 12 minutes, but before we start this session, I want to talk about a bridge that was built in Mumbai that took 8 years to build. And in the end, what happened was the two ends didn't meet. So imagine 8 years with the result that is no longer valid for anybody. That's exactly how we struggle with the QE activities across the world, across different organizations. And we are Tricentis. We are here to talk about moving fast and delivering with confidence. We are a global leader in quality engineering, and we've been helping our customers achieve 10x faster testing with 90% plus of risk coverage. All this coupled with a 50% reduction in costs. The results are proven with more than 3,000 customers worldwide. We are recognized leaders in Gartner, Forrester, and IDC quadrants. And we have some great tech alliances with the likes of Atlassian, Microsoft, and all the above with SAP. Our approach is definitely proven with the set of customers across different verticals and different geographies. We are able to prove the worth of what software quality automation can do for different organizations here. In short, with all these things, we are also the official testing tool for SAP. That essentially means that SAP recommends Tricentis to any customers that they are talking about for their digital transformations across on-prem to RISE migrations and data migrations which can be across different systems. Why we've been so successful in this entire journey is because of the fact that Tricentis made automation testing very simple and easy to use. With the model-based test automation that we adopt, we are giving you a single point of maintenance. We can give you automation test coverage across 160 plus technologies. All that within a single tool and a single license. We are also taking care of seamless SAP and non-SAP integrations, and everything is coupled with a no-code approach which is AI-driven and business-friendly. So the digital landscapes are getting increasingly complex, and I am nobody to tell you guys about it. You've been experiencing it day in and day out. So it's on-prem applications, it's cloud-native applications, and your custom codes. We've heard a lot about it. And QE struggles to make sure that there is an end-to-end test case which takes care of everything in a single flow, generates a single report, and gives you the visibility that you and your team deserve. Digital complications are taxing your business. 75% of transformations get delayed. 60%, 68% of projects fail because of unexpected complexity, which can be something as simple as an API integration, which was not automated or tested as a part of your manual activities. Everything else done and dusted. Why is this happening? It is not just because of the fact that there are some tools and technologies which are not able to take care of systems. It's multiple things. It can be legacy tooling for your complex modern applications, not the right set of tools for the right set of tasks like RPA for testing, point solutions for a complex landscape, or maybe even an open source system which can automate, which is free of cost. But the question you need to ask is, are open source really free of cost for you? With this, everybody knows that there are costs attached to each and every quality concern which the organization faces. That's where Tricentis comes in. We are here to simplify this complexity, spanning across different applications, different tools, different technologies, and different testing processes in a single platform where the QE organization can reach out to a single point of contact to ensure that each and every flow is automated, each and every problem is resolved, and each and every bug is documented and displayed. How we are doing it is by answering these 5 questions at the bottom of the screen. If nothing from this session, please remember these 5 questions, ask them to your quality teams, and probably you will achieve the results that you desire, which is what to test, does it work, does it scale, is the data correct, and is it ready and compliant. These are 5 questions which we are answering with our set of tools. I will not get into the details. We have a team here. We can answer any questions over the tools and technologies over drinks and dinner. But the essential idea for Tricentis is that you don't have to go beyond a single organization for anything which you are trying to achieve in your quality engineering landscapes. Now we come to the buzzword. Everybody's been talking about AI, and we've been doing our fair bit to ensure that we are delivering on the promise. We are innovating and delivering what the world wants. And with that, AI is not a new word when it comes to Tricentis in general. We started with the model-based approach to automation in 2007, but 5 years before AI became a buzzword, we already had Vision AI and risk-based AI as a part of our product portfolio. When you were automating, we were giving you Vision AI to look at any application, even a hand-driven, hand-drawn wireframe to create a test case. So that's what Vision AI has been doing for last 5 years. Risk AI for change impact analysis and code analysis has been a part of our portfolio. And moving on, we went on to self-healing AI, and as of now, we are at a stage of Tricentis Copilots. The Copilots have been delivering a great amount of value when it comes to not just AI-driven test case generations, but we'll talk a lot more about what they can do. What we've seen in this dynamic landscape is that 80% of the teams are actively exploring and using AI today. But coupled with that, there is 66% of executives who've decided against working with a vendor because of ethical AI concerns. That brings us to the importance of responsible AI principles. This is something which is inbuilt into any product or technology which Tricentis is building and which Tricentis will build in future. And this is not just a promise from our side, it is also a concern and also a promise from the channel ecosystem that we've been working with. Data privacy, security and compliances are 3 major concerns which you need to take into account if you are using an open source AI model for any kind of testing or QE activities in your environment today. If you use open source LLMs or chat GPTs, any data which you are putting into the tool will remain on open internet throughout its life cycle. Once there, it cannot be withdrawn. Apart from that, there are 2 other things which Tricentis is promising, which is continuous improvement and also user-centric design. We believe that AI chatbots, AI copilots should not be a replacement or a pilot for your organization. They remain a copilot and an enabler for you. And that is the entire ethos of how we are generating and designing our copilots. The Tricentis generative AI is split into these 4 verticals, which are test generation. Obviously, you need to design and generate test cases without wasting your time on it. Then there is test optimization. So you have a chat bot or a open AI model which can generate and work on test cases now. What happens with the test cases which you've already generated and created? With Tricentis copilots, we can even look into the erstwhile or legacy test cases which you've built on Tosca and give you outcomes on what is redundant, what needs to be unlinked, and what is a deduplication which is required, essentially decreasing the time which is required to run an automation test case for you. Then we also give you quality insights, explaining a complex test case. Quality teams keep on changing, they are very dynamic, new people come in and old people leave. Any test case which is written, a new person can come in, ask the Tosca copilot, and it will explain what the test case does. It will even give you insights into how the executions were going on and what can be done to interpret these results successfully. So whether it's a fresher or somebody who's well experienced, the copilots are helping both of us. And then again, it's about expertise and guidance to ensure that you're not only working when people are available to work with you, the co-pilots are there to help you out with any kind of changes or decision making which you want to make. So we have Qtest Copilot for test management, Tosca Copilot for test automation, and a Testim Copilot for test coding assistant for AI and DevOps ready environment. Essentially what we are doing with our copilots and AI is saving you time, increasing the coverage, and giving you an improved quality, because these are the 3 major things which any QE professional here is striving for. I'll not get into these demo in the interest of time, but we can definitely showcase that in the booth. But to start with, this is an actual drawing which one of our CTOs has drawn. It is a LinkedIn page. We are scanning it with Vision AI, and it is executing a test case on the actual LinkedIn application. That is the power of how Vision AI can shift left your testing approach. Even before your applications are ready, you can start creating test cases, you can start creating models. What that will give you is ample amount of time to work on your testing, give improved results, rather than struggling with those last 2 months and deciding to skip a few. This is again deep healing and how automation is made more resilient with Tricentis AI, but we'll discuss it about in the booth. These were a few lab previews of how we are automating using generative AI, but again in the interest of time I will skip to the next one, which is an autonomous mobile testing. So here the only prompt we are giving is to enable the battery saver mode. With that input, Tosca is navigating the entire mobile UI, finding out which inputs and outputs are where, going to the right decision making criteria and turning it on. That's how we are trying to change and shift the entire approach to testing with the generative AI processes. In the end, it is all about responsible AI. Testing has been done with multiple features and functionalities and tools. It will keep on to be done with multiple things which you can foresee. But the promise that Tricentis brings in is a responsible AI where you don't have to worry about what data you are putting where, what kind of information you are putting on the open internet, and what are the compliance risks attached to it. We have 700 plus customers using our AI tech right now, 85% reduction in SAP testing processes because of the AI processes that we've inbuilt, and we have 23,000 manual test cases rewritten as of this point with the AI copilots that Tricentis has. I will skip this video again in the interest of time. But if nothing else, those 5 questions and a 334% ROI with a 6-month payback period is what Tricentis can help deliver when it comes to your QE practices. And this essentially answers the question of how QE can deliver business results. Thank you. I'll be around. Please feel free to ask any questions and we can network over drinks and dinner.
Parth, that was indeed fast and furious as well. Do we have any questions for Parth? Wow, so many hands up in the air. Yellow is one of those colors that I'm really fond of, so I'll come to you, sir. There you go.
Thank you. Hi, Parth. I'm Balakrishna from Career. I'm a program manager leading digital platforms. So let's take a simple example. Let's take any supply chain industry. You have raw material and digital factory has come up, right? You track all those in ERP systems, and then the selling, buying process comes in, and lot of applications are interconnected. So platform engineers, we have solid development team, but quality engineer is not of much focus on the platform side. When you try to test end to end, right? Because shift left approach is what we are following for all the application. Let's take multiple applications involved. You mentioned about SAP, Salesforce, ServiceNow, right? So is there any tool from your company which does automation on the platform side? Let's not take the regular DevOps practices. We have DevOps tools, but altogether it's another tool, right? So is there anything with Tricentis which you have to offer, which does automation testing on applications as well as on the platform side, end-to-end testing, right? On the typical supply chain kind of industry, do you have any solution or anything coming up catering that kind of requirement?
If I understand the question correctly, you're looking at not only the application level testing, but an end-to-end platform level testing as well. So you don't need to go any further. It's Tricentis Tosca which can help you do that. So remember I talked about 160 plus technologies being automated in a single tool. That's what Tricentis does, which includes anything from packaged applications, cloud natives to your inbuilt applications and API integrations as well. So, and coming to the coding expertise and what QE lacks in terms of those practices, Tricentis offers a fully no-code approach to QE. So essentially you don't need in coding, just understanding your business flows. One knows that it's all drag, drop, and it's more or less like a Lego block that you can build your test cases.
Thank you. We've got another question coming up here.
You hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So myself Kaushik, and I'm part of quality engineering practice for US consulting firm. I heard about what you mentioned about Tricentis, but how do you cater to the middle market of US? When I say that, it means when you go to purchase licenses for from Tricentis, those are very costly. And the middle market of US clients, what I've observed, can't afford. And that's where they go for cheap automation solutions. So does Tricentis decided, do they have a plan to cater to the middle market genre in the US or any part of the world? That's fine.
That's a good question, and that's more or less in my territory of sales, although I don't take care of US sales for sure. Long story short, we have tools which can help you automate at a mid-market or a small segment kind of a level, which can be Tricentis Test Team, which takes care of your DevOps level testing on web, API and mobile. But essentially, regardless of the platform or tool which you are choosing, Tricentis also follows the process of ROI reporting. So any customer that we are engaging with, we get into a custom ROI reporting for them, which is built on their inputs and the basis of what Tricentis can give an output to them. So we've been able to justify the costs fairly well, but again, you can reach out to the independent sales teams and drag me into that discussion if required. Happy to help and support on that.